Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Sakinatul Haq binti Muhammad, and I am going to introduce our chosen country, which is Switzerland. Switzerland operates a high income, highly developed and diversified economy despite its relatively small size and lack of natural resources. The country has built a robust economic framework driven by financial services, manufacturing, pharmaceuticals and trade. According to the International Monetary Fund (IMF), Switzerland's GDP per capita is among the highest in the world, reflecting its strong purchasing power and high quality of life. In 2023, Switzerland's GDP reached approximately $803,000 billion, about 2,600 per person in US, making it one of the most productive economies per capita. The country's attitude towards free trade has resulted in a focus on creating things domestically rather than buying cheap export from the other countries. This means that Switzerland is considerably more expensive more than the rest of Europe, but this philosophy underpins economic success. The economy of Switzerland is one of the world's most advanced and a highly developed free market economy. The economy of Switzerland has ranked in first world since 2015 on the Global Innovation Index and third on the 2020 Global Competitiveness Report.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Wan Muhammad Mizam bin Wan Kamaru Zamaruddin. Today I will be sharing with you the key sector that drives Switzerland economy, a country known not just for its beautiful mountains but also its powerful economy. Let's dive in. First up, banking. Switzerland is globally recognized for its strong and reliable banking system. Big names like UBS and Credit Suisse, which merged in 2023, are based here. Banking plays a huge role in Swiss economy by offering services like investment, insurance, and money management. It's one of the reasons Switzerland is seen as a financial powerhouse. Next, we have the pharmaceutical and biotech industry. Switzerland is a world leader in medical research and drug development. Companies like Roche and Novartis aren't just big locally. They are global giants. This sector makes up more than 5% of Switzerland's economy and accounts for over 30% of its export. That's massive. Switzerland is also famous for being precision manufacturing. Think of brands like Rolex, Patek, Philippe, and Swatch. They lead the luxury watch market globally. But it's not just watches. The country also manufactures high-tech tools and machine parts used around the world. Lastly, tourism. With its stunning mountains, lakes, and cities like Zurich, Geneva, and Lucerne, Switzerland is a popular destination for skiing, hiking, and exploring. Tourism contributes about 3% to the economy and adds vibrant energy to country image. So in summary, Switzerland economy stands strong thanks to four key sectors: banking, pharmaceuticals, manufacturing, and tourism. Each one plays a unique role in making Switzerland a global leader, not just economically, but also in innovation and quality.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aisyah Umairah binti Amiruddin. I want to explain about inflation rate trend for Switzerland over the 10 years. Switzerland experienced mostly low and stable inflation from 2040 to 2023, with a few notable changes due to global and local events. Periods of deflation were followed by modest recoveries, and a sharp spike in 2022 was driven by global supply issue and energy costs. Despite these challenges, inflation remained lower than in many countries, showing Switzerland's strong economic management and stability.
Hi, I'm Muhammad Shafiq. I will continue to present about fiscal policy. We have three fiscal policy. First, expansionary fiscal policy. Fiscal policy helps boost a country economy by increasing government spending or cutting taxes. This gives people more money to spend, which raise demand and create jobs. For example, during a recession, Switzerland might use this approach to support business and customers. However, too much spending can lead to a budget deficit, so it must be used carefully. Second, constructionary fiscal policy. Constructionary fiscal policy is used when the economy is growing too fast. To slow things down and control inflation, the government may raise taxes and reduce spending. This lower demand cool down business activity and help keep the economy stable. It can also lead to a budget surplus since the government collects more than it spends. Third, neutral fiscal policy. Neutral fiscal policy is generally used when the economy of the country is in equilibrium. For example, in neutral fiscal policy, the spending of the government is funded by the Department of Tax Revenue, and it will have a neutral effect on the level of economic activity. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Hafsa binti Muhammad Nasruddin. I'm gonna explain about the fiscal policies example. First, reduction of government spending. By decreasing public spending, especially on non-essential goods and services, the government can reduce aggregate demand in the economy. This strategy is particularly effective in curbing inflation when excess demand is driving price upward. For example, cutting back on infrastructure investment or subsidies can help alleviate demand pull inflation. Second, increase in tax. Another way to reduce consumer spending is by increasing tax, especially indirect tax like the value add tax (VAT). When tax are increased, households have less disposable income, which lowers their consumption levels. However, this measure should be applied carefully to avoid putting too much burden on lower income households. The government may also consider reducing or eliminating subsidies on goods such as fuel, energy, or transportation during periods of inflation. This subsidy often encourage overconsumption and artificially suppress price. Removing them allows price to reflect true market costs and can reduce inflationary pressure in the long run. 3. Reinforcement of the debt brake rule. Switzerland's constitutional debt brake is a long-standing fiscal tool that limits government spending to the amount of revenue collected over the business cycle. This rule ensures long-term budgetary balance and prevents excessive government borrowing that can lead to inflation. By maintaining fiscal discipline through this mechanism, Switzerland can manage inflation effectively without undermining economic stability.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Fizan Adriana binti Kamal Zaman. For conclusion, Switzerland inflation trend from 2014 to 2023 shows strong macroeconomic stability. Even during global shock, the country faced milk deflation early on due to weak demand and low oil price, but inflation was in 2022 due to global supply issues. Next, the government responded with disciplined fiscal policies, avoiding excessive spending and maintaining public trust. Moving forward, Switzerland is encouraged to uphold its balanced approach, using sound fiscal policies, promoting productivity and protecting purchasing power to ensure low inflation and sustainable growth.